Hello everyone and welcome to 15th episode of Personal Development Training Series. My name is Mohammad Reza Fati and I'm a life coach. What we do in life echoes in eternity. I guarantee you that your life is going to be divided to before and after personal development training. Last episode we talked about famous mental patterns. This video we are going to discuss how to manage them. Let's be honest from the start. In Western countries, instability doesn't always look like chaos. It looks like debt, mortgages, student loans, rising living costs, job competition, and quiet burnout. So, we are not going to fight these mental patterns with just think positive. We are going to manage them with structure. So, let's begin with mental pattern number 1. When your mind says it's probably gonna get worse. In economies where recessions are real and layoffs happen fast, this thought isn't irrational. So, instead of arguing with it, quantify it. Now, what that means is that you have to sit down and calculate. If you lost your job, how many months could you survive? No, really, you have to face it. If interest rates rise, what happens to your mortgage? If your freelance income drops by 30%, what expenses would you cut first? These are actual solutions. You see, most anxiety comes from vagueness, not from reality itself. So, you have to create 3 scenarios. 1, stable. 2, moderate downturn. And 3, severe downturn. And for each one, define a concrete response. For example, if income drops by 20%, I'm gonna freeze my lifestyle upgrades. If it drops by 40%, I'm gonna start an active side income. If I get laid off, I'm gonna immediately look for another job. Once numbers are on the paper, your brain shifts from catastrophic imagination to tactical planning. Uncertainty didn't disappear, but it became measurable. Mental pattern number 2. The system decides, not me. I know that corporate policies exist, nepotism exists, and market saturation are real. But complaining about it won't change your position. The hard solution is this: build leverage. That means at least one of these must be true. 1. You have a skill that the market urgently needs. 2. You have a professional network that guarantees opportunity. 3. You have a public body of work like portfolio, content, research projects, LinkedIn, and such stuff. And the next, you need to know that you have mobility. You can change companies, cities, or even sectors. If none of these exist, the system will overwhelm you. You have to face it. So your weekly schedule should include skill compounding sectors, intentional networking. I'm not talking about random partying. Intentional, professional networking, output production and content creating, and working on your plans to move to another job or city. Agency grows from leverage, not from optimism. Mental pattern number 3. When your mind says, just endure it. In high-performing cultures, endurance is praised and grinding is normalized. But silent endurance without a timeline becomes identity erosion. So, you need to define a review deadline. For example, I will stay in this role for 9 months while building my exit. During those 9 months, I will update my resume and LinkedIn. 2. I will apply to at least 5 roles weekly. 3. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses. 4. Upskill in one adjacent competency. You have to upgrade yourself. If nothing changes after the deadline, you either consciously recommit or you execute your transition plan. Endurance without a strategy is stagnation, is slow death. Endurance with structure is transition. Mental pattern number 4. When your mind says it has to be perfect. Perfectionism in Western culture often hides behind professionalism. But in competitive markets, delay costs momentum. Instead of launching perfectly, run controlled experiments. If you want to start a business, validate with pre-orders, run a small beta test, launch minimum viable version, MVP. If you want to change careers, freelance part-time, take contract projects, test industry exposure before resigning. You see, these motivational videos in YouTube might inflate you, might give you false hope. I'm talking about real solutions. Information from real action beats analysis paralysis. Done at 70% creates data, but 100% planning is not data, and data beats fear, but planning doesn't. Mental pattern number 5. It's too late for me. Age pressure in Western culture is subtle but powerful, especially in tech, startups, athletes, and academia. Here's the hard math. In 5 years, you will be 5 years older regardless of what you do. So, the real question is, do you want to be 5 years older with 5 years of experience in the new field, in the new path, or you're gonna be 5 years older still thinking about it? If financial risk is high, do not leap. Transition gradually. Keep your primary income. Allocate 10 to 15 hours weekly to a new direction. Build income to 50 to 60% of your living costs. Then make your move. Then shift your path. I'm talking about real solutions. These solutions actually work. Radical jumps look inspiring in motivational videos and in movies. But gradual transitions are statistically safer and more workable. Mental pattern number 6. Everyone has to like me. In individualistic societies, approval often translates into social capital. But on the other hand, chronic agreeableness leads to burnout. So, build boundaries in these layers. Layer number 1, financial boundaries. Stop unpaid labor that drains you. Layer number 2, time boundaries. Delay responses. You have to say, I'll check my schedule. I need to think about it. I have my own priorities. Layer number 3, opinion boundaries. Disagree calmly without over-explaining, without fighting, without having an argument. You have to have your own opinion and you have its right. The goal isn't conflict, it's alignment. Not everyone needs to approve you, but you need to approve of your own schedule and your own energy. It's your life and you're the president, you're the captain, you're the passenger. You have to decide everything. Final thoughts. Mental patterns don't disappear because you understand them. They weaken when you replace vague fear with structure, complaint with leverage, endurance with deadlines, perfectionism with experimentation, and approval seeking with boundaries. Personal growth in modern societies is not about bold emotional decisions. It's about calculated movement under pressure. Stability isn't found in videos. It's engineered and it has to be built. And this is a skill. What we do in life echoes in eternity.